But first tonight, the suspects accused in the DeKalb County shooting that critically wounded a 3-year-old boy faced a judge this afternoon. Authorities say the suspects include a juvenile. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Russ Spencer.
I'm Courtney Bryant. Today's hearing came just days after police say they opened fire during a dispute at a gas station. Our Tyler Fingert was in the courtroom and is live outside DeKalb County Magistrate Court with the new details. Tyler?
Yeah, Courtney, good evening to you. Prosecutors revealed this afternoon that the 3-year-old was shot in the head. That news comes as the 3 suspects who are charged in connection with the shooting faced a judge for the first time.
It's not about guilt or innocence today.
During a virtual court hearing Tuesday afternoon, prosecutors revealed chilling new details about the shooting that left a 3-year-old critically wounded in DeKalb County.
The 3-year-old was struck in the head and is in critical condition. He may not survive, and if he does, it's become clear that he will face a lot of difficulties in his life going forward.
That news came as DeKalb County prosecutors fought to keep 21-year-old Julius Hughes, 20-year-old Jonathan Tate, and a 15-year-old locked up. Investigators say the shooting happened at around 7 p.m. Sunday night on North Stone Mountain Lithonia Road.
One of the defendants had a problem with somebody at a gas station, so he went and picked up the other 2, and they arrived and opened fire.
Prosecutors say police used technology to track the suspect's vehicle to a home. They said the trio was spotted getting back into the same vehicle just hours after the gunfire.
There was a traffic stop and an investigation in which one of the defendants was able to tell the officers what took place when he learned of the injury to the 3-year-old.
The state asked for the suspects to be held without bond. Hughes has no criminal history, but the other 2 do. Prosecutors say the teen has used guns in past alleged crimes. As for Tate, they say he was out on bond for a previous case. Tate's attorney says he needs to be released to take care of a family member because of his mom's medical issues.
He is the primary caretaker for his 17-year-old autistic brother.
The judge denied bond for Tate and the teen suspect, but granted Hughes a $35,000 bond, citing his lack of criminal history. As the investigation continues, DeKalb's police chief says they know for certainty the 3-year-old was not the intended target.
Let me be very clear. This child was an innocent victim. This incident was reckless, senseless, and completely unacceptable.
Prosecutors believe all 3 suspects did open fire. They're expected back in court within the next few months. We're live in DeKalb County tonight. Tyler Fingert, Fox 5 News.
Tyler, thanks. New at 6, Atlanta police have made an arrest in connection to the death of a 15-year-old. Officers charged 24-year-old Kevin Vesey with murder and aggravated assault. The shooting happened last month on Terman Avenue. Authorities say they found the 15-year-old boy dead on scene. Investigators originally said the teen was shot by a man he tried to rob. They also said the teen was carrying a gun. Vesey is now in custody at the Fulton County Jail.
A man is behind bars tonight accused of killing a woman who was celebrating her birthday. DeKalb County police have charged Gregory Dennis with murder and aggravated assault. They say he shot and killed Kenyatta Hightower back in October. It happened at the Exxon gas station on Moreland Avenue. Investigators say Hightower was shot during a dispute and shootout that involved several people. She was not the intended target, apparently. Dennis is in the Gwinnett County Jail, but will be transferred to the DeKalb County Jail.
Police in DeKalb County are investigating a deadly shooting along East Wesley Chapel Way. Officers were called to the area around 12:40 this afternoon and found a man with a gunshot wound. He died on scene. Investigators have not identified the victim or released a possible motive. It's still unclear whether any suspects are in custody.
An investigation is underway after a police officer shot a man at a Union City apartment complex. It happened Sunday night on Buffington Road. Someone called police that night about gunshots. The GBI says 24-year-old Cameron Willis came to the door armed with a gun. And when officers told Willis to drop it, they say he hid it behind the door. And when he stepped out, officers say they shot him. Medics took Willis to the hospital. 2 officers were treated for stress-related symptoms. In DeKalb County, a man is in custody tonight after a standoff at an apartment complex ended peacefully with no injuries. It happened around 4 o'clock this morning on Belvedere Square. Officers received reports that 34-year-old Christopher Williams was holding someone at gunpoint inside a home. Police say the victim got out safely, but Williams refused to come out at first. SWAT and crisis negotiators were called in and convinced Williams to surrender peacefully. He is now charged with aggravated assault, strangulation, false imprisonment, and obstruction.
We now know when a Carroll County teenager accused of killing her mother and stepfather will go on trial. Sarah Grace Patrick was set to go on trial for killing Kristen and James Brock at their home last February. But the trial date has now been pushed to August 3rd. Court records also indicate defense attorneys filed a motion asking the court to reconsider granting Patrick bond while she waits to go on trial. In Gwinnett County, police are asking for help identifying the man you see here. Officers say he went into Atlanta Unique Auto Sales on Buford Highway last Thursday and stole 4 sets of vehicle keys belonging to different vehicles on the lot. Police also believe he came to the car dealership in a stolen car.
Investigators say a man is wanted for vandalizing a motel. Take a look at this surveillance video released by Spalding County deputies. You see him throwing a rock at the front glass door. It happened at the Speedway Inn in Griffin back on December 23rd. If you recognize that person, call the Spalding County Sheriff's Office.
New at 6, after the pomp and circumstance surrounding Monday's inauguration, the Atlanta City Council held its first meeting of the year. The new council president has assigned council members to committees. Fox 5's Angelique Proctor joins us from Atlanta City Hall with the newest developments. Angelique.
Well, good evening to you. Marcy Collier Overstreet is adjusting to her new role as council president. Her chair assignments are in, and outside of public safety, all of those committees have new faces for the new year.
The meeting will come to order. The time to recess has expired. With my new gavel.
New leadership is now in charge at Atlanta City Council. Marcy Collier Overstreet's first order of business, committee assignments for the new year. Returning as Public Safety Director is District 10 Councilwoman Andrea Boone. This powerful committee presides over police and fire departments, the law department, and the Citizens Review Board. City Utilities Chair is District 9 Councilman Dustin Hillis, which deals with solid waste, sanitation, and both the Department of Watershed Management and Public Works. Community Development and Human Services Chair is Post 2 at-large Councilman Matt Westmoreland, who will preside over the Department of Parks and Recreation, the Atlanta Housing Authority, and the Mayor's Office of Film, Entertainment, and Nightlife. Transportation Chair is District 6 Councilman Alex Wan. It deals with the world's busiest airport, as well as MARTA and the Atlanta Regional Commission. Zoning Chair is District 8 Councilwoman Mary Norwood, who deals with matters related to subdivisions, zoning, and sign ordinances. The Finance Chair is District 1 Councilman Jason Winston, which covers contract compliance and the Departments of Human Resources, Finance, and Procurement. And lastly, the Committee on Council Chairman is District 3 Councilman Byron Amos. The committee presides over all operations of council and its employees, the Office of Research and Policy, and the Office of Municipal Court. President Collier Overstreet says with this leadership team, Atlanta's future will hear every voice and remain a destination where dreams do come true.
I promise to lead this city with compassion, courage, and an unwavering belief in Atlanta's greatness. Let's keep building Atlanta together.
And the council president says she is confident that the city's future is bright. Live from City Hall, Angelique Proctor, Fox 5 News.
Angelique, thanks. A congressional ethics watchdog says there is reason to believe a top aide to Georgia Congressman Mike Collins improperly hired his girlfriend as a paid intern, and that watchdog claims that she did not perform work commensurate with her pay. The aide is now working on Collins' U.S. Senate campaign. The House Ethics Committee is extending its review and could issue subpoenas. Now, in a statement, Collins' office said in part this bogus complaint is a sad attempt to derail one of Georgia's most effective conservative legislators in Congress. It went on to say that he looks forward to putting these, quote, meritless allegations to rest.